Now we got that.
What a year.
Wasn't there a game we played recently?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that.
Oh.
We reviewed a game. Let's end on a very exciting... Let's go to Mars.
Elon
Let's
Musk. Do it.
This week we are reviewing, for our standard review, the board game Mission Red Planet. This is by Bruno Fedudi. Is it Bruno Fedudi? Yeah.
Bruno Fedudi.
Bruno Fedudi and Bruni Cathal. They actually make a bunch of games. But this is a 2 to 5 player... It's actually 2 to 6. I think it might be 2 to 6. But it's 2 to 5, I think. 2 to 6, sorry. 2 to 6 player game. It is a kind of a different game. It's an area control game. Basically, the game board is Mars. So you've got all these different areas of Mars, and I actually think these are the names of areas of Mars. I didn't even know that.
They are, yes, over Mars.
Oh, you do.
Can you grow poop potatoes?
No, you cannot grow poop potatoes. But what you're doing in this game is you have this little separate little game board that has all of these spaceships, these rockets, and everyone starts out with a bunch of little astronauts, these little miniatures that are like super cute. And on your turn, you get a set of cards. It's actually quite simple.
By the way,
mechanic.
this is set in the year 1888. So it's a steampunky kind of look. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, Victorian steampunk meets sci-fi Red Planet type stuff. On your turn, you have a set of cards. Everyone gets the same set of cards. It's numbered from 1 to 9. And each of those cards have like an ability. When you play it, it does something. It lets you either put astronauts on a particular ship that are going to go to a particular area of Mars, and then
maybe change the location of that rocket ship is going. Maybe blow up one of the ships, David.
Yeah, sometimes you can blow up ships. But what's cool about the game is that everyone kind of plays simultaneously. Everyone picks a card out of their hand of that 1 through 9, puts it face down in front of them after everyone's picked one. We all flip it over, and we do
a countdown.
That's
10, 9, 8, and whenever your number is, that's when you flip the card over and you do your little effect.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what's actually unique about this, and they've repeated this in a bunch of board games, once you play that card, you cannot play it again. So people can look at your cards and be like, okay, I know you don't have the 7 anymore.
Use the 7 and the 5 and the 2.
So he can't do those things to me on this next round. There is a card that's pretty cool that lets you pick up all those cards and kind of reset, but it makes you essentially have to waste a turn, which sucks. But what you're doing is you're sending astronauts from these spaceships onto Mars, and you're trying to get area control, meaning like Risk, you're trying to have more of your little astronauts of your color in a particular area because there's 3 rounds of scoring that are intermediate throughout the game, and you're trying to... It's that tug of war that I love in board games. Well, I have 3 there. Well, so does Dan. Dan puts 1 more. Oh, crap. I got to put 1 more. Okay. Well,
but I got to use this one turn. I could use my whole entire turn just getting 1 guy there. Is that really worth it?
Right. Or if I pull 1 guy from this area of Mars, now Gerald has an advantage there. So, what do I do? Yeah. And it also has that... I know what cards... I can deduce what set of cards you might play. How should I react in that way? And then it's the I know you know, I know that you know. I love that stuff. So that's how you play the game. It takes, probably about 45 minutes to an hour to play.
Once we got swinging, yeah.
Yeah, it goes pretty quick. Do you have anything you want to say about how to play the game?
Not about how you play the game, but there's a dog on the back that never shows up, actually, on the side, and he doesn't show up anywhere in the game. So if you're expecting dogs in this game, you're going to be disappointed.
Space dogs. I did not...
There is
I think
space
his artwork...
bacon. There is space bacon in this game, so if you like space bacon,
I think that's what we called it. Ice. What you're doing is if you have majority in particular areas, then you get points which are like different resources like ice, and we called it space bacon. I think it's like
it looks like a big slab of bacon.
Fictitious minerals or something like that, but space bacon.
Unobtainium. Yeah.
Exactly. So anyways, let's review this. So remember, thumbs up, great game. Thumbs to the side, good game. Thumbs down is a bad game. You guys put your hand up. You played it. You get to review it.
Yeah, I don't really know what I would compare it to.
Well, other board games.
You're just reviewing it.
1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
It's good, yeah.
Okay, so me and Dan believe it is a great game. Gerald believes it's a good game. Let's start with you since you're in the minority.
Actually, it's a meh game, David.
Meh game. Why do you think it's meh?
One, I lost horribly. I did last place out of 4.
Do you base the game, like if you like the game, on if you lose?
It helps for him.
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
If I win, I'm going to make fun of something.
So keep that in mind.
But I've only played it once. I definitely want to play it more before that changes,
Okay.
It is very cool. I definitely like the theme of it, like you said, the Victorian, the steampunkish kind of thing. And you have these face down cards missions that you're kind of to get to throughout the whole entire game that no one else knows.
So each person
that's
has
kind of a little twist. Like
special
my twist
objective,
was more dead astronauts I had was actually a good thing. So when David blew up my ship, I was all pissed off, but really I was like, oh yeah, that's 10 points right there.
Right.
You know? So there's those kind of things. There's obviously a lot of replayability here too, with the different kind of missions and all that kind of stuff. I just want to play it some more before I give it a full thumbs up. But yeah, It's cool.
What did you like about it? Or what did you not like about it, I guess, too?
I don't have a giant bookshelf in my house full of board games.
We can fix that.
I don't play very often.
There's one right behind you.
Don't take those. I will end you. No, kidding.
Those of you listening don't know. I just look behind me at a giant
bookcase full of board games.
But if you watch on YouTube, you'll be able to see the giant bookcase.
See, look at this guy. He's doing a good job.
I liked that the board itself was a puzzle. You already start off doing something cool. That was cool.
And you put together the puzzle pieces.
It was simple. I'm not here to play like a really long game. I can't hold my attention very long. I can't get that invested.
Right.
Exactly. But it was enough investment that you were like, okay, I want to win this round. I need to use these cards, but if you're like me and you waited till the very end to save your one card to pick up all the rest of your cards, you have to make sure that you use those first cards correctly, or it's not, like they said earlier, you're wasting a turn just to scoop up all your cards to play again.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was simple. It was something easy to get into.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely leaning thumbs up. I just want to play it more. That's all. It's very fun.
After my explanation, he's leaning back towards thumbs up.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We might have to do this again.
Yeah.
After,
Let's explain it one more
done.
time.
Yeah.
I think all the things you're saying are why I think the game's great. It has a low barrier of entry, drink. Meaning it's everyone. The action that you do on your turn is to look at one of the 9 cards that you have and pick one.
Yeah, exactly.
And play it.
Mm-hmm.
And the actions on the cards are not like this convoluted,
super complicated.
like if you do this, then do that. It's like do this and do this, and you get choice, and that's the biggest thing that this game provides. It provides easy choices that can become very meaningful if you are playing it after you play it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
It's strategic, but it's also easy, and even if you're not a huge board gamer, as you are not, as you admitted, you can pick up the mechanics quickly. But then also about halfway in, you're like, okay, I see what I need to do here. And once if you played it again, there's decisions that you made in the first game that you might not make in the second game, or do things differently. That's why this game, first of all, the artwork, the theme, the components are fantastic. I love that. I love the Mars theme. I love the Victorian steampunk thing. I think that helps it out a lot. This is the second edition. It just came out not too long ago, the reprint from Fantasy Flight. And there's this idea, if any game gets reprinted, there's a reason, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
It means it's a good game. Because there's like thousands and thousands and thousands of games. But I like that there are kind of these two easy mechanics that are smashed together. Role selection, meaning picking a card, and then the second part of the game is area control. And you have to coordinate those two things in your mind to play efficiently, right? This idea of when do you want to pick up all your cards? Well, do you wait till the very end? Because you're having, it's like a pit stop in a race. Well, do I go as far as I can go before at the last moment go to the pit stop with the hope that I've lapped enough people so that it's not really like a pit stop, or do I get in the middle of it so that I don't have, I have more options throughout the back half of the game?
See, my thing with this thing is like I was planning a couple moves ahead toward the end, and Alyssa, did one of her moves, and it screwed up my whole entire plan. So it's like, well,
but that's the best part about board games is having to react and not invest in just one particular strategy or put all your eggs in one basket. And or it's actually, I actually find that fun when you have the best laid plans and someone just drops a little stick of dynamite and it's like, my God,
to rethink everything.
Why did you do that? But we all lost. All three of us lost to my wife.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She had the most space bacon.
She did have the most space bacon.
Yeah.
I officially think they should change it to space bacon. So check that out. The game is widely available now because of the reprint. It's probably between $30 and $40. I think it's that sweet spot again. We always talk about like that sweet spot of games that you could introduce it at a Thanksgiving, and because the artwork is really cool, like the little cards have these spaceships and they fit into this little dock. And like
there's no dogs.
There's no dogs. I think there might be a dog on one of the cards. Maybe the back of a card. It's somewhere.
We'll have to play again.
But like you said, it's a good gateway game, right?
It's a great gateway game, so you can introduce it to everybody at Thanksgiving, but then you could play it with gamers. Gamers, board gamers can get behind this because there is that area control, which is this basic mechanic in Risk and El Grande. There's a bunch of games that are like that where it's like that tug of war. That's one of the best things about board game is this like, what do I do? Like, I want to go get space bacon, but I also want crystals. Which one do I want? Mind control. Anyways, check that out. Mission Planet. Like I said, $30, $40. You can pick it up on Amazon, all those good places. Or Card House.
Or your local board game store.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so let's wrap up the podcast. Probably gone long enough here. Remember, you can always...
We're done here.
I'm done.
We're done. Dan, get out of here.
Star Wars, Trump, board games. Like, oh my God, too much to talk about. But remember, you can always send us an email to... sitdownstandard@gmail.com. And if you do email us and we pick it for the show, we will give you $5 of real money. Yeah.
Well, real plastic money anyway.
Yeah, well,
To
e-money.
Amazon, e-money, Amazon, Starbucks, or Steam.
Real quick too, just some housekeeping. We didn't do a Pinnacle of Filmical this week. We all got kind of crazy, so we're gonna do 2 next week. We'll do.
Bicycle Thieves and...
You're gonna look it up. I'll stall here. You're gonna keep going here. Well, I'll talk to Dan. Dan, when are you gotta come back on the show more often. You can't leave for 60+ episodes. I called you and you were like, I'm never doing that. You gotta pay me. This is ridiculous.
I need to get something.
I know.
Well, no, I don't do it very often because all these cool giveaways that you have, like this new one that's coming out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I can't, if I'm on it all the time.
That's a good point.
2001.
2001, A
Sir,
Space Odyssey.
We were talking. Can you please wait?
You're stalling.
He said until... Okay.
All right, so we're gonna have 2 movies next week for the Pinnacle of Filmical, the top 100 movies of all time. We got Bicycle Thieves at 90, and then we have 89, which is
2001, A Space Odyssey.
which is annoying. Number 89 is 2001. Wah! So we'll do those 2. Watch along. Let us know. Of course, send us your emails and all that good stuff. Until next time. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.